Well, good morning. It's good to see all of you today. And we have a couple of guests as well as some other announcements. So I want to begin today with representatives of Dominion, Mrs. Ehora, Peggy Ehora, and Ty Lotz are here to talk about their pipeline replacement and renewal project.
Okay,
Come up.
thank you very much. All right, so we are finishing up two projects that have been under construction throughout the winter. PIR 1001, which is Ashton and Metcalf. We are converting the last of the services over from the old main line to the new and should be complete. That work should be complete by the end of March. It's important to note that final restoration efforts will begin once the weather permits. It can be confusing because environmental regs we do temporary restoration, which entails putting straw down to prevent erosion of the soil. Then invariably we get calls from folks who say, you have straw on a heap of dirt out in front of my house, that's it, you're not coming back. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm not going to do that, I won't embarrass myself, but we'll be back. High pressure steel project, the new main is in service, that's on Ottawa Road. We are converting 42 services over to that new main line, and that too will be complete at the end of March. So the excitement for 2014 is outlining the bulk of an anticipated $10 million investment in our community. PIR 507, which is Kibbe and Greenlawn. Beginning the 1st of May, we will be replacing 5,821 feet of bare steel pipe with 2,623 feet of plastic and relocating 122 meters from inside the residence to outside with a project construction time of 50 days. Completion is expected at the end of June. PIR 509, Market and Pierce, will be replacing 14,000 feet with 8,240 feet of pipe, relocating 102 meters outside. Since this is a business district, we will also be having to do a lot of coordination with folks to limit disruptions. It's also interesting to note that the weather has delayed construction somewhat this winter because of the depth of the frost line. So I apologize for reminding all of you how cold it's been this winter. PIR 999, which is Linden Street, begins the 1st of May, and we'll be replacing approximately 10,000 feet of pipe and relocating 132 meters on that street. That's also expected to take 30 days. PIR 1000, which is Edward Street, up at the north end, will be replacing 8,000 feet of pipe. We will not be relocating any meters in that area because all those meters are already outside. And then we will also be starting a large construction project in Kenton that will run simultaneous to the projects in Lima. Just a few things to remember. I go over this every time we talk about this, but the badge. Everybody who's associated with our projects carries this badge. And it's okay to ask people about it and ask people, question someone who comes to your door, ask for access, especially when we're coming in homes and doing work. So it's okay to ask. There's always a Dominion employee who's an inspector on those jobs. So somewhere within that construction project on those streets, there is a Dominion truck. It's not ever a bad idea to hunt that person down as well when you have questions, and sometimes they're more immediate questions and something you want to wait and ask later. The other thing is that we talk about these 30-day construction windows, and Ty and I were having a conversation this morning about the fact that 30 days does not represent a month. In the construction world, that 30-day construction is 6 weeks, give or take, depending on how the contractors work. And so sometimes the weather, especially in the spring, will wreak a little bit of havoc for us. So there's 30 construction days, which sometimes can get drug out, which makes it seem like it's a lot longer for our customers and for the folks living in that area who just feel that we've outstayed our welcome. So, just be patient, and that's the thing that we appreciate so much, is that we have been doing this for several years now, and it has been seamless for the most part because everybody has been patient and for the most part kind and cooperative, and that makes our lives a lot easier, and hopefully will make theirs easier in the long run. So that's it.
Question.
Yes.
In most instances, you described replacing an existing number of feet with a lesser number of feet. So how does that, Does this pipe stretch?
I laughed
It's
because,
plastic.
did I not ask you that question 2 hours ago as we're going through numbers, and I go, can I ask you a question? I thought, after 25 years, why are we replacing this much pipe with this pipe? So do you want to give your explanation?
In some cases, we may have another main line on that street.
Come up to the mic.
The question is, why are we replacing less pipe than what we're taking out? And in some cases, that might be we already have a main line on that street. Might be two main lines. One might be different pressure rating systems. Some of them are in rear alleys or in rear easements. And in the overall placement of it, we might have infrastructure that is no longer needed.
I see.
So trying to be cost effective with our spend.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
It does seem like somebody's getting left out of the equation. That block, we're just like.
Well, the one was, 8,000 lineal feet being replaced by, 5,000. Where's the other 3,000 going? So that was the question. So it's good to have you update us this way, because I think there's kind of a routine now being established and a general awareness of the project, but I think refreshing everybody and how it's moving around the community is a good thing. So thank you.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
And Connie Hornung is here on behalf of LACNIP with an update on the International Expo and the fact that it has moved.
Indeed. I'm Connie Hornung. I have been chairperson for LACNIP's International Expos for the past 8 years, and I've done probably 25 years worth of multicultural events in town. We had originally scheduled this particular year's event at Apollo Career Center, but due to their 2-year construction project getting started the same weekend as our event, the building is closed to everybody, so we have moved the International Expo back to Lima Senior High, where we've held at least 5 of our 8 events. And we will be at Lima Senior on Sunday, March 30th, from 1 to 5 in the afternoon, in the whole Commons area and probably down the hallways, because we have a lot of new countries represented and a lot more people involved this year, which is really exciting for us. There will be plenty of space for everyone to see all the cultural treasures and hear the music and sample the foods and buy some arts and crafts of all these different cultures of people who are born in foreign countries but have moved and are living in Lima now. And I think the population in the area has no idea how many different cultures are represented here. And it's really an exciting way to meet people one-on-one and find out all of our common threads. And cultural threads is the theme of our event this year. You find out, no matter where you're born, there are a lot of similarities between people. We might have different traditions, but people are basically people no matter where. They may speak several different languages. If they're speaking English to you, it's not their first language. So it's fun to talk to people and not have to just read about them in a book. This is a great family event. It's totally free to the public. And I can give you an update so far as to who will be coming in the way of displayers. We will have these various countries represented: the Philippines, Japan, India, Mexico, Egypt, Scotland, Tunisia, Russia, Ukraine, Guatemala, Ghana, Denmark, South Korea, China, and there are 3 or 4 that aren't quite confirmed yet. We still have a little bit of time. Mayor Berger will be doing a proclamation and welcoming everyone, so we're hoping people will arrive at 1 o'clock to be able to see all of the entertainers. And the Apollo Culinary Arts students, I believe, are still going to be preparing food stations, ethnic foods for us at different food stations. Our displayers all bring samples of food, which is the most fun to discover another country by sampling their foods. We'll have a parade of nations of all of our beautiful displayers in their native clothing. And we will have entertainment from Conkers. This is a musical trio who sing songs from the British Isles. We'll have the Lima Deutschen Tanzverein, the German club dancers from LCC. We'll have dancers from India. We'll have Carrie Lester, who is an opera student at Bowling Green University, and she will be singing some opera arias. We'll have the Tinikling, which is the bamboo pole dancing and dancing on a bench from the Philippines. We'll have a colorful video tour of Egypt with Maha Zaheri. And we have a young jazz pianist from Shawnee High School who is from India. His name is Rohan Kasukela, who will be playing piano a couple of times during the day for us. And there are a lot of interactive activities going on. There's henna hand painting, which is what brides in India usually get. Beautiful designs painted on their hands with henna. You can experience that. You can have your name painted in Japanese calligraphy and do some origami paper folding at the Japan booth. You can have your name created in hieroglyphics at the Egypt booth. There will be ethnic arts and crafts with Lisa Carver, who is a retired Lima Senior High art teacher. We'll have various door prizes and raffles, and an international basket with all of our displayers contributing something from their country to be raffled off at the end of the event. We'll have some community booths there also. And there are a few more countries, as I said, to be confirmed yet, but we will accept if there are other countries out there who haven't been contacted. That's probably because we don't have a contact name for you. Please contact me, and you are welcome to join in this event. It's going to be a lot of fun this year, a beautiful event. This is a great afternoon, totally free, on Sunday, March 30th, and I will be back a little bit closer to the event with all of the final arrangements, and Maha Zaheri will come with me, our displayer from Egypt. So we will update you once more before the event, and we hope to see everybody on Sunday, March 30th. And thank you.
Glad that folks are signing up again to participate and share their cultural riches with us. Brett Rhoem is here from the Parks Department with information about springtime sports in the parks. That's what we want everybody to focus on, Brett.
I promise the snow will be gone before long. Don't hold me to the date, but it will be gone. Here today to announce that we are currently distributing our 3rd through 6th grade baseball and softball registration forms through the city schools. The fees it's $30 per participant. The deadline to register is March 28th. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our office. Also, seasonal employment. If you know of a high school age to college age student that is looking for some seasonal work this summer, we hire approximately 40 individuals. So time is running out to get your applications in. Don't wait till May 5th and think you can come in and apply for an application, because we're going to try to do the majority of our interviews in April and make our decisions. So positions are the playground program, lifeguards, pool management staff, ball diamond crew, and also maintenance, which is mowing and weed whipping and things like that. And then also we are looking for baseball and softball youth umpires. So anybody that has a background in baseball or softball, you do get paid $25 a game to do that. So it's the evening time. It doesn't take away during the day. So those are some opportunities. The students will be bringing home forms like this. This is our registration form. It'll also be able to, you can get it off the city's website, and also our applications you can get off the city's website. And here recently, we have created a Facebook page for the Lima Parks and Rec. We've caught up with the times. So you can go there and check that out. We have information on there as well. So just trying to inform everybody out there different ways, trying the social media thing for the first time. So hopefully, if anybody has any questions, they can definitely call us, but hopefully we can get the word out to everybody to get their kids signed up. Because as I said, the snow will go away. Thank you.
Thank you, Brett. That's great. Getting us thinking about being outside and enjoying it for a change. And turning off our gas consumption. I bet it has. Two other announcements. The first is that we will have a city focus meeting on Sunday, March 16th This will be held in conjunction with the Westgate Neighborhood Association at 6:30 p.m. It's held where they normally hold their neighborhood meetings, which is at the Chamberlain Huckareedy Funeral Home. This is, as you may know, a traveling occasion for us once every quarter. The staff and I, and sometimes other elected officials from the city, hold these meetings around the community, and our purpose is to answer, both to provide brief updates on every department's activities, but also to answer any questions that folks may have. And I think that our experience over the years has been that these are very informative. People really appreciate getting the updates and engaging with department heads concerning any issues that they might have. So again, this is a couple of weeks away, Sunday, March 16th rather, at 6:30 in the evening. The second announcement is that there is a public hearing also scheduled here in Lima City Council chambers on March the 18th, again at 6:30. This is for the air permit for the Lima Energy project. Folks, and I'll distribute a news release on this from Ohio EPA so that the media can share this, but if people are interested in seeing the draft permit, which has been prepared by Ohio EPA for the project, they'll have a link where they can go to the Ohio EPA website and actually get a copy of the air permit. And then on the evening of the 18th, here in council chambers, they will be taking any public comments, testimony, or folks can submit those in writing. So it's an important step in getting the project off the ground, and will be, I think, a very positive. We've had a couple of other similar hearings in the last couple of months with the air permit for the refinery flexibility project and also for the potash expansion project. So significant investments taking place in our community with these manufacturing businesses. So I believe that's all that we have for today, so we will break down for interviews. Thank you.